Thousands of Hoosiers are now taking CBD oil.
And many say that it eliminates their pain, but could the oil also eliminate your job?
Tonight, 13 investigates whether this popular product will show up in a drug test. If you use CBD oil, our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel has important test results you need to see.
Keith Krulik owns a small transportation company.
We transport people.
He drives seniors to their doctor's appointments. For 40 years, Keith was the one going to the doctor for terrible migraine headaches. And then he discovered CBD oil.
How long have you been using this stuff?
Since October. It's amazing what this thing has done for me. I have no pain. None.
But now Keith is dealing with a different kind of headache. He had to take a routine drug test to keep his contract as a driver. And the results showed Keith tested positive for marijuana.
And that blew me away. I was not expecting that.
Do you use marijuana at all?
Absolutely not. Never have.
This is all you're taking?
That's it.
It's important to point out marijuana and CBD oil do have something in common. They both come from a cannabis plant. But while marijuana has high levels of THC and can make you high, CBD oil does not. In fact, 13 investigates sent Keith's CBD oil to a certified lab to have it tested. The results show it contains only 0.018% THC. That's a tiny fraction of what's now legal in Indiana, well below the state's legal limit for CBD oil. And yet,
they think I'm a pothead.
Keith is now on the verge of losing his contract.
I will lose all my clientele, and I will have to transfer my business someplace else, all because of this one test. I'm following the law.
Keith isn't the only one who's concerned.
They just look like normal pills.
Fred Lewis is the clerk and treasurer for the city of Seymour. He takes CBD oil to ease his chronic arthritis pain.
This is completely done away with that. I'm a whole different person.
Fred says several city employees now use CBD oil, and more want to start.
The police chief came over and says, "You're taking CBD?" I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "A bunch of my officers want to take it."
But would those police officers be able to pass a drug test if they take CBD oil? 13 investigates went to local drug screening labs to find out.
Will that test positive for marijuana?
I do not have any idea. I would Google it and find out.
They didn't know either.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff.
Fred wanted answers, so he came up with a plan of his own.
I said, "I'll take a drug test. I'll be the guinea pig, see what happens." And it came back positive. And of course, everybody, whoa.
That's right, another drug test positive for marijuana, for simply taking one pill a day of CBD oil.
This is all brand new.
Kevin Betts is an attorney who specializes in employment law. He says CBD oil is not something employers should be afraid of.
If this is solving an individual's disability, they become a more productive employee. And why would you want to fire somebody for being productive?
He says employers may now need to rethink their drug testing policies because of CBD oil. And that's exactly what the city of Seymour is doing.
We have talked, the mayor and I think we're going to redo our drug policy.
But for people like Keith, there is still confusion and concern, wondering what will happen next.
I just don't want this to happen to other people. I don't want to see people get fired over something that they didn't do anything wrong.
We've talked with toxicology and legal experts, and here's their advice. If you're subject to drug tests at work, either don't use CBD oil or choose CBD oil that's clearly marked 0 THC. Try using the lowest potency and dosage possible that'll work for you. And if you're using CBD oil at the time of a drug test, tell your employer you're taking it before the results come back to avoid any possible surprises. Most experts say CBD oil with low amounts of THC should not show up on a drug test, but clearly that's not always the case.
So on these drug tests, is there no way to tell the difference between CBD oil and marijuana use?
No, there really isn't. And so employers that have zero tolerance policies, they may want to reconsider that. Otherwise, they may be punishing people for using a product that right now is completely legal.
But when you look at it from the employer's point of view, there seems like there would be some legal jeopardy there for them.
Yeah, there possibly could be. So for some employees, you know, the right to use CBD oil, it could be covered under the Americans with Disabilities Act. So we'll have more on that at WTHR.com right now. And in 2 minutes, I'm going to be live on WTHR's Facebook page to talk more about this and to answer your questions.
Yeah, clearly some things to be worked out here.
Yes.
All right.
Indeed.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.